Right, a lot of people with ADHD, and I'm talking about adults here who have been unmanaged for most of their life, struggling with the symptoms of ADHD, tend to develop things like depression. But the depression comes as a side effect of unmanaged ADHD. But then the question begs, why is that? And so let's take a look at some of the symptoms and what causes depression, and then we can see how it relates. If you're constantly underperforming at something, okay, well, that is very well documented that people who have ADHD tend to end up in way lower income jobs. And that's mainly because they struggle sticking with and doing well at things that they are not interested in, which is a majority of jobs and things that you have to do in your day-to-day life. So they struggle to stay with something long enough to get good at it or have a successful career in it. That then in itself has a knock-on effect of less money, more stress, harder family life, And then because of that, even a direct effect of just the last thing we spoke about, then you have a low self-esteem and a lot of shame around constantly saying you're going to do things, starting them, not completing them, never getting as far as you think you're going to get. And there's things even as simple as bad sleep. Now, again, people with ADHD often struggle at nighttime because it's when your brain's most active. Most people I know who have ADHD, when the moment they lay down, they close their eyes, that's when their thoughts start racing at a level that they cannot keep up with. And it stops them sleeping and it affects their mood. And then again, that has a knock-on effect of everything else in their life. As with everything with ADHD, it all comes back to being emotionally dysregulated. And when you can't emotionally regulate yourself the same way other people can, you act like an arsehole in situations you shouldn't. You ruin relationships. You ruin family bonds. And all of this, when you couple it with everything else, sounds like a pretty bad recipe for depression, if you ask me. Now, me personally, I'm lucky I've never hit that point. I've gone through all that stuff, especially the emotional dysregulation, especially ruining relationships. But I know that there are millions of people out there with ADHD who struggle with anxiety and struggle with depression. And it is as a result of them not being able to manage their ADHD as effectively as they should.